Hello and welcome to my universe. Where will we be in 100 years, you may ask? Well, first I would like to thank you for answering my question about the BP oil problem. Because I know no one else asked that question, so you're obviously answering purely my own questions. Thank you. But where will we be in 100 years? Assuming you mean the entire world and not just the United States. Well, first, I think, as you believed, there will be 3 possible outcomes. The first big problem is zombies. If we have zombies attacking us, we won't have a problem with any other problem. Just a zombie problem. This means that the zombie outbreak, regardless of where it occurs, will try to consume us all for our delicious brains. This means that we must be much more careful with how we treat zombies. For once they get smart enough, they will realize the meaning of sociology, psychology, mathematics, pizza, and other non-threatening things. And possibly the use of guns. But what will be interesting is when these zombies become self-aware and actually try to become their own society. Like in Planet of the Apes, where the monkey people took over the world and made their own little habit. That thing. Get your hands off me, you idiot! I don't know where the hand has been. That leads me to my other problem. Zombie animals. I wish to go on to this in a later video at some point, but we have a very real problem. All these training exercises through the use of videos, games, and other media possibilities always have the human zombie, but yet they lack the animal component. What if you had a zombie cat acting like a ninja? They're far more agile than humans after all. The second possible outcome is the probability of a nuclear holocaust. As you yourself have stated, it is becoming increasingly possible for the nuclear threat to be a very real problem. It was thought to be a very real problem during the Cold Wars. But now it seems that even without the Cold War going hot, we still have the problem of the number of radioactive materials required is very easy to acquire. It is possible for people to build their own rockets, not space-age technology, but rockets enough to shoot it up into the sky, take a few pictures, and then recover that rocket. Not big things, but what if someone was able to get it just far enough to go into the next city, or the next state, and then detonate? We have a serious problem. Even if it's just a minor detonation, an astronomical problem if this is nuclear-based. And again, as you stated, it only takes one person to push that button to make all these things go off. Even if it's just a misunderstanding. We also have the third possibility of nothing changing at all. Or at least from our own perspective of it. For instance, life will be generally the same, people sitting in front of their own computers doing their own thing, rarely socializing with other actual people, other than the things they consider people over the internet. Also, we have the relativity of the current technology of that time to be an equation, if not anything else. For you see, today we have the internet, toasters, ovens, microwaves, television, high-definition TV, 3D TV, and all this other fun stuff. Now, 50 years ago, you tell someone, I'm gonna buy a high-definition TV. They'd look at you like you're nuts. This means 100 years from now, we might actually have smell-o-vision. Why people will want that in the future, I have no idea. Of course, it's a very real possibility that there are far more things to consider when it comes to the fate of the world. For instance, world powers finally coming to an agreement, or destroying one another, and what rises from the ashes, much like a phoenix. That is why my country will be called Phoenix, Arizona. And there you have it, not only 3, but a special 4th theory, if you want to call it that, from 4 different people. all in my own head. They'd look at you like you're nuts. And then they would ask you,